Good morning, students. Today we will discuss proof of remainder theorem. Last day we have discussed what is remainder theorem. Let Px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let A be any real number. Last day at the place of A I took alpha and you are having confusion that what is alpha. Alpha was also any real number. Real number we have discussed. Real number is a set of rationals and irrational. So either we are taking A or we are taking alpha. Both are numbers can be chosen from the set of real numbers. Let A be any real number and if Px is divided by x minus A, then the remainder should be P of A. This we are going to prove. Let us see. Suppose Px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and Px is divided by x minus A, then definitely we will get a quotient Qx and remainder R of x, which can be written dividend, which was Px is equal to divisor, which is x minus A multiplied by Qx plus Rx. This Rx is the remainder. So definitely the degree of Rx should be less than degree of x minus A. We can write degree of Rx is less than degree of x minus A. Degree of Rx should be less than degree of x minus A. X minus A degree is 1 because the maximum power of x is 1. So we can write degree of Rx less than 1. If degree of Rx is less than 1, any number you think which is less than 1, this means it should be definitely equal to 0. So degree of Rx should be 0. If any polynomial is having degree 0, this means that polynomial is a constant polynomial. So this Rx will be a constant polynomial. So we can take Rx be only R. It is not depending upon x. So equation 1 implies this equation we have chosen as equation number 1. Equation 1 we can write P of x is equal to x minus A Qx plus R. At the place of Rx we will write R. Now in this equation we will put x is equal to A. We will get P of A is equal to A minus A into Q of A plus R. This A minus A will be 0 multiplied by Q of A plus R. And this side we have P of A. 0 multiplied by anything will be 0. So what is left this side? R is equal to PA. So we got the remainder is equal to P of A. Now students, we will see factor theorem. What is factor theorem? Let Px be a polynomial of degree n greater than equal to 1. This means the degree of polynomial Px should be greater than or greater than 1. And let A be any real number. Then x minus A is a factor of Px if P of A equal to 0. This is the first part of factor theorem. And second part is if P of A equal to 0, then x minus A is a factor of Px. This we will prove by remainder theorem. Just now in the proof of remainder theorem we have seen that if Px is divided by x minus A, we are getting quotient as Qx and remainder is P of A. We can write in the same dividend, that is Px is equal to divisor x minus A multiplied by Qx plus P of A. If this P of A is equal to 0, which is written in the first part, if P of A equal to 0, this means remainder is 0. This is Pa equal to 0. Then we can write this Px is equal to x minus A multiplied by Qx. This means when Px is divided by x minus A, we are not getting any remainder. And if any polynomial is divided by another polynomial and we are not getting any remainder, then definitely this x minus A is a factor of Px. So we can write x minus A is a factor of Px. Now you see the second part. The second part is Pa equal to 0 if x minus A is a factor of Px. I have given you one example. If suppose 6 is divided by 2, because 6, one of the factor is 2, 2 is completely dividing 6. If I am dividing 6 by 2, we are getting remainder 0. So similarly, if x minus A is a factor of Px and if we are dividing this Px by x minus A, we will get a quotient Qx. And we can write in such a way that Px is equal to x minus A into Qx. In this case, we will not get any remainder. So clearly P of A will be 0. See students, some questions based on factor theorem. First question is, find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px, 4x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus k. So, just now we have studied in factor theorem, if x minus a is a factor of px, p of a must be 0. Here in this question, x minus 1 is a factor of px. So what we can write at the place of a, what is written? 1. So what we will write? P of 1 will be 0. Now calculate P of 1. So at the place of x we will have to put the value x is equal to 1. Now this side, on right hand side 4, at the place of x 1 cube plus 3 1 square minus 4, at the place of x 1 plus k, this must be 0. So 1 cube is 1 multiplied by 4, it is 4 plus 3 minus 4 plus k equal to 0. This plus 4 and minus 4 will get cancelled. We have 3 plus k equal to 0, or we can get k is equal to minus 3. See, second question, we have to use factor theorem to show this polynomial x4 plus 2x cube minus 2x square plus 2x minus 3 is exactly divisible by x plus 3. Just now in factor theorem we have studied, if p of a equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of px. So how can we show x plus 3 is a factor of the given polynomial px? Suppose this is a polynomial px. How can we show that x plus 3 is a factor of px? See what is written at the place of a. Can we write this x plus 3 as x minus of minus 3? You can see at the place of a minus 3 is written. So what we can write? If p of minus 3 is 0, then x plus 3 is a factor of px. So let us calculate p of minus 3. Px, first we will write, it is x to the power 4 plus 2x cube minus 2x square plus 2x minus 3. Let us put p of minus 3. We will write here minus 3 to the power 4 plus 2 minus 3 cube minus 2 minus 3 square plus 2 minus 3 minus 3 to the power 4. When we will calculate, since it is minus 3 to the power 4, it will come 81. Here minus 3 cube will be minus 27 multiplied by 2 will be minus 54. Here minus 3 square is 9. 9 multiplied by 2, 18 minus 6 minus 3. When all these will be added, you will get 81 minus 81, which is 0. So we are getting p of minus 3 equal to 0. Hence x plus 3 is a factor of px. Or if x plus 3 is a factor of px, then this polynomial is completely divisible by x plus 3. See another question. If the polynomials 2x cube plus ax square plus 3x minus 5 and x cube plus x square minus 2x plus a leaves the same remainder when divided by x minus 2, we have to find the value of a. Now we are assuming this polynomial as fx and this polynomial as gx, and both are dividing by x minus 2 and both are leaving the same remainder. We have to find the value of a. We know by remainder theorem, if fx is divided by x minus 2, remainder is f of 2. So here fx we have assumed the first polynomial. It is 2x cube plus ax square plus 3x minus 5. Let us calculate f of 2. At the place of x we will put 2. So it is 2 cube plus a 2 square plus 3 into 2 minus 5. Let us calculate it. 2 cube is 8. 8 multiplied by 2 is 16 plus 4a plus 6 minus 5. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 minus 5 is 17 plus 4a. So when fx is divided by x minus 2, we got remainder as 17 plus 4a. Now, second part. If gx is divided by x minus 2, remainder should be g of 2. Now calculate g of 2. Gx is, this is the gx, this whole. So we'll write the same, x cube plus x square minus 2x plus a. Calculate g of 2. It is 2 cube plus 2 square minus 2 into 2 plus a. So 2 cube is 8 plus 4 minus 4 plus a. Plus 4 minus 4 will get cancelled and we have 8 plus a. Give g of 2 as equation number 2 and f of 2 is equation number 1. According to the question, both will leave same remainder. So f of 2 must be equal to g of 2. Since according to the question, f of 2 is equal to g of 2. So f of 2 is 17 plus 4a and g of 2 is 8 plus a. 4a, let us bring this a in this side. This side we have 8 minus 17. 4a minus a is a and 8 minus 17 is minus 9. So a is equal to minus 9 by 3, which is minus 3. So we got a is equal to minus 3. Students, you will do homework. Exercise 2.4 of NCERT, question number 1 to 4. Question number 5, in the next day I will explain with you. And exercise 2D of R.S. Agarwal, question number 1 to 17. In the next video, few more questions based on factor theorem will be discussed. Thank you.